What's going on, guys? My name is Tyler Potts and welcome back to the channel. So in the last vlog, in vlog 2 I believe, we were looking at the 3D printed golf balls. That turned out to be quite disastrous. I tried a few more designs, thickening it and everything, but as you can currently see by the mess on my desk, every single one either failed to print or snapped. And I just had no luck coming up with a decent way using the current materials I have. Now I have had a new PLA Plus come in from Elegoo, and I have this matte pink one as well. This is a Plus, this is just a standard PLA matte, and then I have my bamboo stuff as well laying around. Now, I have decided to take a little detour, a side hustle to a side hustle that still relates to the 3D printing side of things. Now, I was mainly going to focus only on the golf stuff, which I have, but I've added a new layer, something non-golf related to the business model that I wanted to try out. It's something different. The golf stuff is still going to go ahead. It is a passion of mine. I literally have an old golf glove just sat, sat there, and golf balls laying around all over my house. But before I talk about the new thing, let's talk about the golf stuff anyway. So there is something new, and I'll get to that in a moment. But I just want to show you these designs on all these. These aren't very great designs, so do not take these. Are just rough sketches we were coming up with on a video call the other day. Me and one of the business partners. And as you can see, it looks like probably nothing to you guys, but it's actually a golf ball dispenser design. I know it doesn't actually look like anything to you because it's just scribblings of a madman, but it's kind of how I do. I use the whiteboard first, and then I transfer it to a hand-drawn sort of properly with dotted paper, so it's more in line. I think it's got dimensions to it. And then it will go into Blender, which is actually the what I use for 3D printing or 3D modeling, my 3D prints, which obviously isn't CAD. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, hey, you should use a CAD software. I've tried, but I'm come from a game development background. So a lot of the stuff I've done in terms of 3D modeling has all been to do in Blender and for game development. So I'm used to it, and I've added some CAD plugins, and it works fine, and it's what I like. So yeah, I've tried FreeCAD, I've tried Fusion 360. All of them are just a bit... I need to actually learn them, and I'm more comfortable with Blender right now, but CAD may come along in the future. Anyway, so that concludes the golf stuff for now. We're currently designing new products and obviously trying to come up with new solutions. I'm going to order some new materials to try for the golf balls, and hopefully that works. But let's move on to the new, quite exciting side of the business. I've seen it work for a lot of other people, and it's something I want to try anyway. So I have been into Blender, and if that focuses, you'll see I'm currently designing what I would say is a coaster design, something simple. I really love the hexagon looks. I've seen a few hexagon looks before. And yeah, so the idea is to 3D print more than just a golf as a side hustle, something that I can print when I get orders in as a side hustle to the side hustle. Kind of random, but it's something that I wanted to do on the side to actually improve the sales potentially from outside. And this shop is going to remain on Etsy. It's not going to become its own thing unless it does really well and beats the golf stuff in the future. The golf is going to have its own domain, its own site and all of that, and it's going to run completely independent and hopefully have a full business model with stuff other than 3D printing as well. But for the 3D printing, I want to take it to Etsy and actually 3D print them. So I'm going to show you one of the coasters that I've printed, and I hate it. Look, I don't know how good this is going to pick up on the thing, but I printed the back of it down on the textured plane. You can see it's got that sparkly texture, and this side, the layer lines just really ruin the aesthetic of the look. So I decided to do something. I didn't know if it was going to work because of all the little lines, and it would have to do a lot of bridging, but I flipped it up on its face and printed it the other way, and that has turned out to look absolutely 10 times better. If I can get my bloody lighting, you can kind of see them here. Let me pick one up. So as you can see here, it looks 10 times better. The actual design looks nicer. The textured plate adds a lot of detail. I want to get a cool plate and some like smooth plates as well, just so I can get some different finishes on these products. As you can see, these ones have come out really nice. The pink looks really good. and I've also got a white from the colours I currently have available to me. And as you can see, these are all come out pretty nicely, and there is currently a green one being printed right now, just so we can test all the different materials and looks. The back of these are also obviously just the layers, but you can barely see the layer liners as well. It come out so nice printed down. Now, one issue we do have with this design, which I have modified for the green one, is the corners. Again, focusing on this is hard. The corners actually are too sharp, and they're coming out with a couple of this corner specifically. Can we focus, please? Come on. There we go. This corner specifically is, as you can see, it's kind of warping, and it's got some weird flare going on. So what I've done is, in the design, you'll see it here. Let me just press 7. You can't really see the design because of how it is. But I have gone and essentially curved the edges just ever so slightly to change the dimension to essentially print something which comes out a bit cleaner, because obviously the whole idea is the product needs to look nice and work really well. Now, a second idea for these is currently they're just currently flat-backed simple things. Now I've tested them. I've got other ones I've tested, and they work fine on a table. Like, they don't slip or anything usually, but I wanted to add a little bit more, not premium feel to them, but what's the word? Just saying, I wanted to upgrade the quality and make them feel a bit more of a premium product. So to do that, I have ordered online some rubber feet that go on the bottom. They're ever so small. They're like 2 mil tall and 6 mil wide. And they would go on the bottom of here, probably in each corner of this, just so it's balanced. That will then sit onside desk, and it will not slide around and actually move around. So that's something I'm going to add into the design once they come. For now, I'm just going to attempt these ones and see how they go. And I'm going to put them on Etsy. Now, I'm not going to share the Etsy page to my YouTube channel, because apparently that can mess with your SEO. And the Etsy page technically isn't finished yet. I wanted to get the product already, the first product already in set before I actually uploaded it. And then some other things. So I know I've spoke about coasters, which is such a boring topic. But in the future, it's not just coasters. The coaster is the first product I want to put. I want to do a few different designs and a holder for them. And I want you to be able to select your style of coaster that will all fit in the same holder. So you could go for these starred sort of flared ones like this. And then I'm going to come up with some other designs as well that you could order as a pack of 5 or a pack of 4. I'm not sure how. We'll decide. I'll maybe even do a video on it in the future. And then I wanted to do other things like custom stands, you know, phases, however you pronounce it. Maybe some custom bits and bobs for phones. I've seen some really cool designs online. I'm going to custom make these all myself in Blender as well. I'll be looking at reference images of what other people have done. But the idea is I want to have my own unique designs and that created by myself, so I'm not stealing other people's pre-made stuff. I do have a pre-made coaster I printed. I think I might have shown this in a previous video, and this has kind of gave me the idea that I'll design my own and actually try it out. So this is really cool. I actually might try and print this face down as well, because I really like the textured look it gets, and it also removes the layer lines, which I think reduces the quality when you can see them. I think when you've got them at the bottom here like this, you're not going to see that as much. You want the layer lines to be as hidden as possible, in my opinion. Sorry, my camera's been all over. I've been like right up in my face today. I should really go out here. This is probably the better thing, and I bet the audio is a lot better when it's further out. But yeah, so this is currently printing along. And yeah, so that's the main thing I'm going to be focusing on for the next week. It's just getting these on Etsy and uploaded, and I'll probably give you some stats on that in the future on how they've done, and we will basically see all of that in the future. Now, a final thing I just want to say is the golf stuff is definitely going ahead. Please do not fret if you really enjoy golf as well as much as me. I got some new clubs. Side note. I got some new clubs the other day. I want to buy Masuno MP60s, 2007 clubs, but they are pretty much brand new. They are incredible. I have been striping balls down the driving range. I need to get them on the actual course. Maybe a future video on a different channel or as a separate thing somewhere else, or we'll see what happens. If just let me know what you guys want to see. But yeah, this has been quite a long video. But yeah, these are coming in. I really enjoyed making these. It's actually quite fun. 3D printing is a beautiful thing. It's so fun to just create your own things and just design them. I've got so many different 3D printed things like cable organisers, although it's kind of messy right now because I disorganised it the other day. And yeah, so golf is still going ahead. I'm going to be designing this product in actual and printing it soon. I just need to come up with a few more. We need to there's some kinks in it that we don't know how it's going to work. We're going to be introducing magnets into the prints as well to be able to seal things. Just a little extra level of detail rather than just straight 3D printing. There's obviously the rubber feet and all of that. I'm going to be adding in some other things. And finally, I've been adding NFC tags to keychains for my wife's business, which have really worked out. So you tap it on someone's phone and it takes you to her Facebook page where she runs most of her stuff. I know I'm a web developer and I should build her a website. Please don't attack me. It's coming, all right. It's just something in the backlog. I've got loads going on, but that's anyway. We have digressed and sidetracked loads enough. I really hope you enjoy these talky vlog things because the videos have been doing pretty well compared to my previous videos, and I'm really enjoying doing these. So if you do enjoy it, please leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and also leave a comment down below. I enjoy replying to your comments, even if it's feedback, negative. Just let me know down below. Obviously, don't go and swear in my comments or be mean. Just tell me if there's something I'm doing what's annoying you or whatnot. Just let me know. I would love to know all your feedback, everything, especially 3D printing. There's stuff you want to see me 3D print. Like, I really want to get into cogs and stuff like that, like actually creating some mechanical properties. Well, let me know, because it's stuff I want to do and I want to try and get into while building this business. I want to try and build a business that runs just smoothly in the background, adds a little bit of pocket money to me, a little bit of passive income. Well, not passive, because the machine, I've still got to do the stuff for the machines, but just a bit of extra cash in my pocket, and share that with you guys so you guys can learn along. I'm going to end this video. I'm rambling. Thank you for tuning into this video, guys. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Share the video with your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.